from St. Anne's Cheese Company. Welcome to our channel. Come change the world one nibble of cheese at a time and elevate your cheese game. Ciao! It is Annie here from St. Anne's Cheese Company, and we are going to talk about mozzarella cheese science today. Mozzarella, we know the first reference was from a papal chef in about 1536 that they were serving the Pope, and just like any other cheese, it's made by accident. So there was a curd of cheese that they had in the Naples region, and they dumped that into a bucket of hot water and it changed its property. Cheesemakers decided, let's taste that, and then that is how mozzarella was invented. Generally, we only have 90 minutes in the class, and we don't get a chance to really go into the 4 scientific principles that are really important for mozzarella cheese making. I received a biology major and a chemistry minor from St. Mary's College, Notre Dame, Indiana, and my master's degree at the University of Toledo. I am not the sharpest crayon in the box, but I love cheese science. I like the science behind food and fermentation and what that means. So I know there's lots of you that are way smarter than me, so feel free to send me a message. If anything I'm saying is incorrect or if there's new science out there, please share that with me. Number 1. We have to get the pH of cheese and milk correct in the mozzarella world to make it stretch. This won't be long, it won't be painful. Science of cheese. We're going from lactose to lactic acid. And in order to do that, we can get that to happen either quickly or slowly with different cultures and different acidity level types of products. So we can do it fermented with cultures that could be thermophilic, or we could use vinegar, citric acid, or lemon. Some products you see out there to make mozzarella in 30 minutes, that's how they're doing it. The problem is you're going to taste one of these flavors when the cheese is done. Oh, in our classes, we are discussing the fermentation product with cultures. So, pH. The pH of milk is 6.5. If we don't have good milk at the beginning and that pH is off, it is a sign that our milk could be bad. So we want to test pH at all times as a cheesemaker, and we do this in a handful of different ways. There could be a pH strip. We would dip that in the milk or into the curd to get a level of pH. So at the beginning, we want that to be 6.5. In mozzarella, we are moving the pH down to about 5.1. So we are making it more acidic. They make cheese pH meters. So this is what we use in the creamery, because there is nothing worse than working 8 hours, and if you didn't test the pH, you could lose 2,000 pounds of cheese. Number 2 is temperature. If you put it in 160 degrees, 180 degrees, 190, 212, it's going to do different things to the cheese. Can't tell you our secret temperature right here. You'll have to come to class to find out. Number 3 is salt. This is a bag of golden salt. There's like 10,000 types of salt. There's Himalayan salt, there's sea salt from Maine, there's salt from Oregon. I like a salt from West Virginia, from J.Q. Dickinson, because it is close to Ohio and kind of has that terroir of what we're doing. I could use also an Italian salt as well. It always has to be non-iodized. So if you're going to have the third cheese fail, it is because you would use iodized salt. And we see that mistake a lot. There's lots of different brands of inexpensive table salt. The other thing is you always have to read the ingredients behind any type of salt. Many salts have an anti-caking agent in there. It breaks apart into like little beads. The salt that I really love, a sea salt, looks more like a snowflake, and I'll put some pictures up here that it is distinctly different. So this is solar evaporated salt from a salt lick that is 10,000 years old, has developed a lot of different types of trace minerals, magnesium, manganese, calcium, that imparts flavor into the salt, which means it's going to taste much, much better. Rule number 4, last one, is after the cheese is done, after you are an official cheesemaker, you are going to drizzle it with balsamic and olive oil, and you want the best. At this stage, you have now spent 8 hours making mozzarella cheese. You want to be able to drizzle olive oil, good balsamic, this is from Italy, with some finishing salt and pepper to light your cheese on fire. So those are the 4 rules that we're going to go over with our Mozzarella That's Amore Summer Cheese Academy classes. And ciao, ciao. 1, 2, 3, cheese!